So I've had some people ask me how I make Kahoot games or what Kahoot games are. And Kahoot games are a way of doing questioning throughout your lecture or at the end of lecture using their smart device, whether that be their tablet, their phone, or their laptop even. They are able to answer questions independently, and then us as faculty are able to see their responses, and then if a majority of the class got it right or wrong. It is also a way that I take attendance randomly. I'll sometimes just have one question, and it's what color was the image on the board, or I was present in lab today, yes or no. And they have to put their legal name on there for I can take attendance from the Kahoot. So let's get down to how to build a Kahoot or how to even get to Kahoot. So you're going to go to kahoot.com and it comes up. And so if you don't have an account, you're going to need to create one. I do. They're free. So when I log into my account, this is what it looks like. So I can create from here, this blue button, or I can go to Library. Library is where some of my Kahoots are housed. I do have 2 accounts, so this is not all of mine. But I do want to first show you what it looks like after students have played it. So what reports you can get from it. So I can click in and I can see exactly what my questions are. You can time them, you can share them, you can play from here, but then you can also get reports. And when you get reports, I can open my report and see exactly which questions were missed, how many players I had, how long we played for, and if there was a question that did really poorly or was just considered difficult for them. So that is what you can see after you play. So how I create is you click right here and you can say what color is the sky. And then you just type in your answers. Blue, green, yellow, orange, etc. And then you have to click which one is correct. You can also do other forms of questions. You can do true, false. Quiz is the one we just did. You can do type an answer, so it's a fill in the blank. Where I can see this being really good for is actually a math problem or in health assessment for equipment use. You can do a quiz plus audio. So you can actually have them listen to lung sounds or heart sounds and then tell you what it is. And then you can also put in a video. So in this quiz, I do my growth and development questions this way. I can add a YouTube link here. So I can actually click and post a link directly from YouTube or another website into this, and it will play before they're able to answer the question. So how I do that is which of the following growth and development theorists are being demonstrated in the below video. And I have the video, and then they have to answer the question. So let's say we wanted to do a true, false, and I'm going to say the moon is out at night. And you would write true, and then we'd keep adding, and so on and so forth. So when we're done, we're going to click done, and we're going to give it a title. And I'm going to title this as instruction video, and we're going to continue. So I can either test it, play now, or share with others. I don't do anything with this screen. So I'm going to click done. And then when I get to class, I pulled up my lecture I've taught, or if I flip the classroom, I want to start class this way, then I go to Kahoot.com just like I just did to get here. I log in and I go to my library. So when you log in, you go to your home screen and then you're going to click over and click library. In library, I'm then going to click play whichever one I want. And it comes up this, do you want to assign it for at home play or in classroom play? I've never done at home play. It is something I'm looking at starting to do a little bit, maybe as some pre-work class assignments, but I like to do it in the teach version. So we're going to click teach. And then it's going to come up this screen. It's going to say player versus player or team versus team. So I do classic one-on-one, and this screen is going to be what is going to be on your projection screen to your students. So these are their instructions. They go to either their Kahoot app, which several of our students have, or www.kahoot.it. Upon logging in, it's going to ask them to play, and they're going to put in their game pin. So then it's going to say waiting for players. So I'm actually going to do it from my phone, so give me just a second. That way you can see what it's going to look like on our end. So I'm going to enter my pin. It's not working. Give me just a second. I'm sorry. Okay. My phone is being slow. Okay, so I'm the only student. If you need to kick out a student, you can actually click them and delete them, but I don't typically do that unless it is a name that's not appropriate. So you can also lock it to prevent other players from joining. I don't do this because internet is always a problem, and if they get kicked out, I'd like them to be able to rejoin. So I click Start as the instructor, and this is where it's going to be their question. So their question comes up, and it's what color is this sky? And it's blue. As soon as all students have answered, this pops up. So let's say no one got it right, or it was split. Then I'd want to talk about this question. But if everyone got it right, I'm going to say good job, and we're going to keep going. Okay, so then it shows how quickly I answered. True, false. The moon is out at night. Now I'm going to show you in just a second how this right here shows a time. This is set at 20 seconds unless you change it. So if you have a question that needs longer than 20 seconds, then you need to change that. Now I said false because this at this point would be the one we would want to talk about. So at the end, it has a podium. I'm the only one in the game, so therefore I'm on the podium. And I'm going to show you how we would edit this video, or this quiz, sorry, not this video. Right here in this question, there is a time limit. Let's say that wasn't enough time and I want 1 minute. Or if I want more than one answer, I can do a multi-select, but this is a paid upgrade feature, so I do single select only. Okay? So I hope this helps. It was a very quick video, and I'm sorry for that, but I know that there's been some questions about what Kahoot is. And I was going to show you just a little bit about what my growth and development one looks like. So in each question, there is a YouTube video that plays and then has the stages of growth and development. If anybody has any further questions, don't hesitate to ask. I am more than willing to help you and walk you through or show you how to use some of the more advanced features on this to improve student learning.